Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Board Games Unlocked, and Devin and I are doing a discussion over Cycle 2 of Aeon, Trespass, Odyssey, the Abysswatchers. We have just now finished it after... Oh god, I should have looked up
this one.
How long, like when was the very first episode?
Did this one reach a year, or...?
Okay, so Aeon, Trespass...
I mean, we were pretty straight through on this
Odyssey.
one. We kept hitting it. We didn't...
Right, Abysswatchers. Okay, so... part 1... Is it really? Only 4 months ago.
Really? Okay, well, we've been hitting it hard.
That's
we've been gaming
true.
it every time we've hung out.
That's true. Yeah, so, I mean, probably by the time this discussion comes up, it'll be... October, maybe?
Yeah.
Just because I only upload weekly, so one episode a week. But anyway, so... Cycle 2, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to preface this whole discussion by saying this is still my favorite game.
Yeah.
Like, I really still love everything about it. There were parts of Cycle 2 that I absolutely despised. But still, the system is still there. And I still did like Cycle 2 a lot. And I kind of waffled back and forth on, I think Cycle 1 had parts I liked more, and Cycle 2 had parts that I liked more. But between the two cycles, Devin, which one did you like more?
Which did I like more? I'm going to say... I'm kind of the same boat. You know,
Right.
there's certain aspects of one that I did like more.
Yeah.
But then I think ultimately, story satisfaction-wise, I did like 2.
That's where I'm at. I think the way the narrative was the entire time felt like a linear progression to where it all culminated in this building together a team to actually overcome this overbearing threat. I should also mention spoilers, because we're probably going to talk about specific things, but that's kind of where I'm at, is I think the narrative of Cycle 2 was stronger, but the gameplay of Cycle 2 I felt was weaker. Mainly because the way this game, and KDM for that matter, is kind of you rinse, repeat a lot of enemies the entire time. And this is curated. At least KDM's strength is you have all these queries you can just pick from. ATO is not that way. It's you have these 2 bosses, then a pursuer, and then the big boss.
Yeah, he usually pokes his head in a few times just to pick on you.
Although I did feel like his randomization was one less frequent and more significant.
I bet you if we had let Doom stoke a little more, I think he would have showed up a few more times.
That's true. Yeah, we were actually able to keep Doom in check quite a bit.
Yes.
But the problem that I think ultimately I had with this one was the 2 queries that you fight pretty much every single combat. One was fucking atrocious.
I didn't feel as I don't know. I didn't have as much fun with him.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like because like the Hecaton Labyrinthoros, they were both a good time. I remember fighting them, and I don't know, didn't have the bad feels that these guys kind of had. I don't know if maybe this was their form, difficulty ramp. You know, they had a lot more going on, a few more mechanics.
Yeah. Yeah, because the Cyclonus just felt very straightforward, and so he was boring to fight, but he was also hard. Like we died quite a lot fighting him, and the Chimera was just a fucking mess of a design that I never wanted to go back to him. And then whenever we finally did, it's like, let's just do something different. We skipped fucking 2 levels, went from 1 to 4, and it was just awful to actually do. So that kind of sucked, is that every time a combat encounter came up, I was like, can we just skip it? And then the other thing is, like, in the creation of items in Cycle 1, I felt like was always kind of exciting.
There was a solid progression.
Yeah.
I felt like we were progressing.
Yeah, it's like, oh, let's try and get the Gigas, and we were able to kind of get it. Or every time we got a new tech, it was better gear.
Yeah.
And for like 3/4 of this cycle, it was kind of like, all right, we got new stuff, but this doesn't really feel useful.
Yeah, I mean, we did get some powerful weapons. Like all of the weapons we were using were from drops. that we had manufactured.
They were crits. So it's like, I mean, none of the actual tech gear felt good.
And it's let's see here. I mean, our armor's leveled up a little bit. That one's still from Cycle 1 that you were using.
The squat armor?
Yeah, isn't that from Cycle 1 or is that's early Cycle 2?
That's
the burden armor, isn't he?
Yeah.
No.
It is burden sighting.
Burden sighting?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you got the pauldron. Impact. I don't know. It just didn't feel like it really powered up that much.
Yeah. I never felt like we ever got ahead. Like this entire campaign felt like we were always underpowered.
Yeah, I mean, they're dedicated to balance. I will give them that, but doesn't mean we're moving very much, though.
No, exactly. I think the biggest issue I had kind of with the overall gear was that every single one of us were glass cannons. Like we walked in, hit hard, and whenever it was not our turn, it's like, oh, max danger.
Yeah.
Like one attack from every... It doesn't matter who we were fighting. It was just max danger. And you had very little ways to mitigate damage. And it's like, I get if you build a glass cannon, that's perfectly fine. Like, that's the risk you take. But never did it ever feel like we had the option of mitigating damage.
Yeah, they tied the Titan death to a %.
Yeah.
So it's not... You're not guaranteed to die when this occurs. But,
yeah.
I don't know.
So I think it was neat in Cycle 1 that you had kind of designated Titans to be like, okay, I'm great at fighting the Hecaton. I'm great at fighting the lab. Here it was kind of like, I mean, again, that could have just been because we didn't like fighting the Chimera that we only had Cyclonus gear. And the burden was not even really meant to fight. You were only just kind of meant to run from him, so you never really got burden gear.
We chinked off a few of his pieces, which was nice.
Yeah, so, I mean, I think that's kind of ultimately where my biggest issues with Cycle 2 was if they were trying to go thematic in that we are in a foreign land that is all about the strong overtake the weak, and we are not the strong here, and that's like, we as Argonauts and Titans cannot beat him. We have to get help. Which thematically I think is phenomenal. I thought it was amazing that we actually had a balance. There was no negative diplomacy. It was all increasing with the three factions.
Yeah.
And for that sense, it worked. But if you take that away and you go to gameplay, it was kind of like, for the longest time, you never changed out your gear, and
more or less.
And then we kind of were trying something, and it just didn't work.
Yeah, their design prerogative seems to be that you fight one particular foe, you get its gear, and that way you essentially have to build for each foe. Each foe has certain effects that you need to equip for.
Yep.
And if not, then sucks to suck.
Yeah, exactly. And I think we just had a better time in Cycle 1 because we swapped back and forth between the two fights. The Labyrinthoros and the Hecaton. We kept, got to level 2 on this one, let's fight a level 2 of this one.
Yeah.
Here it's like, we'll just ramp up the Cyclonus because the other one sucks so bad. So maybe the Chimera wouldn't have been bad if we kept fighting him, and then we unlocked his life study and his autopsy and all that, then... Because we looked at a few of the armor, which was like, raise your ambrosia limit. You can get more evasion.
Seems like you had the better gear, honestly.
He might have. I mean, a lot of stuff that the Cyclonus had dealt with reducing knockbacks and pushbacks and pulls and all that. So, with the new systems that were added into Abysswatchers, what did you think of Combo Breaker? Or the combo system that 2 out of the 3 things had?
It was rough.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't like that our super powerful weapons weren't included.
Right.
Like lances just weren't in the didn't have combo breaking properties.
At least not for him.
Yeah.
I don't think Lance was for the Cyclonus either.
And of course, both the super powerful weapons that we managed to create were both lances.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, and the Muse Cannon, they gave us several abilities to manage the effect.
I guess that's true, yeah. The 13th Muse
we had the cannon. They started us off with the Enforced Belt. We could build more. Every single one of us could have had one.
Yeah.
We could all been combo breaking like beasts if we really wanted to build to mitigate that. But then, he's still doing 2 actions that completely eat up all of your... Of course, I'm just thinking of the Nietzschean here. I'm not considering the Cyclonus. Because those were the 2 that wielded that gameplay mechanic.
Yeah, it was more of like, I mean, we definitely can't eat 3 attacks, so I guess we'll absorb 1, and that person is just kind of out of luck because you have to exhaust your weapon unless you... the Amphoris Belt was pretty much the kind of way to negate that.
Yeah. So, I mean, not bad, I guess.
Yeah. It wasn't bad. It was manageable. Because we had the 13th Muse Grand Cannon.
Yes.
But what kind of sucks about that is combo breaking is such a big deal that you virtually ignore literally everything else. Like, we got that other card. They give us 3 extra shots.
Yeah, it's like, they can't combo break,
it's like, yeah, exactly. It's like, who cares what it does? Even though they all sound great. Like, Shield Burster, 1 retractable fire to give the Primordial 1 negative AT token until the end of the round. Fire to give the Primordial 1 negative precision token. Fire to place 5 fire tokens in the Kratos pool.
Yeah.
Like... because combo breaking we were so bad at it that's just what we relied on. I guess if we had built a combo break really well, those would have been awesome to go against the Nietzschean and be like, oh, he has a 18 level 3.
Yeah.
I guess we can now lower that.
Yeah, was there much else that we could have made to combo break a little bit better? And then it's like you had to be close to him to even do it, and half the time they're throwing us 10 spaces.
Yeah, just the knockback was insane, so it almost never put you in a position to be able to... It felt too random to be able to actually do it successfully.
I mean, when we could, avoiding a whole AI card, but man, on those fights that we weren't getting them off, it was a bad fucking time. I remember a few Cyclonus fights that were just fucking... I mean,
it just one-shots you.
Yeah.
And... I mean, I know there's a nymph you can summon that lets you just ignore an AI card.
Yeah.
So I feel like we use the nymphs a lot more. Hell, the one that we thought was dog shit ended up being the key to winning. It gave you that +1 damage of the blade nymph. So yeah. I think that was pretty much the major thing for Cycle 2. I mean, not counting a million different keywords. I mean, they did introduce the set mechanic, so that's really neat. I hope that continues, of just different sets. That's really cool.
Yeah, because I ran that forever.
That labyrinth set.
Axe,
well, because again, at the beginning, he was just like, here's shit, here's gear, try and find me, see if you can take me. And then we're over there beating the shit out of him at the very end of the game, and he's like, why did I give them weapons? I could have just killed them at the beginning. Humanity.
Oh,
that was a huge one. What do you think of Humanity?
I didn't like not knowing what it was going to do. It was popping up a lot. It seemed like we couldn't get any headway without taking negative. So, but apparently, if you just take like none, you win.
You just outright win.
Yeah, you don't even have to do the final fucking fight.
No.
If you just be good guys the whole time.
Yeah.
Just say, fuck everything else. Don't encourage it. I did like that.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
That's an option. That the Humanity feels like a replay ability mechanism of like being like, because it almost feels like your first playthrough. There's no way you're gonna have 0 humanity.
Yeah, that's including all the fights. I mean,
like getting lucky on prisoner.
Assuming you have to get so you'd have to progress, and a lot of progress was gated behind humanity loss.
Yeah,
like a lot. That was a lot of our progress.
Yeah.
So getting there naturally without taking the humanity loss, that'd be rough.
I mean, I guess if you just never fight the Cyclonus and you just fight the Chimera the whole time, there's nothing
because he doesn't have that baked in. The Nietzschean has a little bit of it.
Yeah. But eventually you get siege towers that kind of let you ignore it.
Right. Yeah, rough.
So it definitely feels like it's now that we know, and because there's so much fucking replayability in these cycles. Like, in terms of, we went through the entire campaign, or the entire cycle, and completed 3 hubs, 3 adventure hubs, and we started the intended purpose. Which that actually might have been another great thing for this particular cycle is we were able to be laser focused on those adventure hubs, and so many checks asked, did you complete this? Did you complete this? And in cycle really 1, we were like, nope, didn't complete any of them.
Yeah, I like that a lot better. Actually completing them, or not touching them at all. And then focusing on one particular. So that way you don't feel like you're missing out on something.
Yeah.
So yeah,
you get a full side quest completed, and you, at least for me, it helped because in cycle 1, every time we went to a new hub, I was like, I don't fucking remember what happened. We had 4 different hubs between this. Who is this person? What are we doing with these guys?
Right.
So, but the fact that we were able to complete them let me stay laser focused on what was going on, and we had the narration this whole time, not dropping when we finished cycle 1. Where it's like, are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, so that helps a significant amount for both of us. One, I'm not tearing my voice up to read, and you don't have to sit there and listen to me read. So I like that a lot, and we were rewarded. My thing on the humanity, I actually really like the humanity. I agree with you. It would have been nice to know what it did, because we thought the entire campaign that we were going to get fucked. Like, negative 20 humanity, he probably becomes impossible to kill.
Yeah.
It really didn't hurt us.
It got him back up. I mean, he probably would have stayed down assuming it was under 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
0, no fight. That's crazy.
Yes, like 0 or better. If you had positive humanity, that you were able to just ignore the final fight. And that was just a little blurb of the first sentence that I read. There's obviously a story element on it. It's like, how do we go about winning?
I'm really interested in how that would read.
All right, so let's start it up. Let's start over. But I liked how having negative humanity just kind of affected your ending. And the ending we got, I didn't hate.
No?
I was like, you know what? It's like, you guys take care of him. Because fuck this guy. We're not going to kill him, but you guys have at it. Now, it made a bunch of different choice matrices that might come back, to bite us in future cycles, but the overall ending of humanity I thought was really nice. What I hated was this entire campaign we lived off of like 1 or 2 crew or hull.
Oh god, yeah, that was rough.
With very, very few ways to actually repair. And then it's like, oh, these refugees join. Cool.
Yep.
That lowers our crew.
Nothing feels worse than like, and that value is now 0, you lose.
Yeah, like the entire time it's like just one bad tile. One bad tile that's like, that's our last hole. Guess we sink.
Yeah, I mean, they did give us several abilities.
That
we did, like mitigate crew loss, mitigate hull loss, buy a roll, and a fate check.
Constant Argo fate stuff of like we were teetering up at like 6 or 7 Argo fate, which if it ever goes above 9, you lose that way too. And maybe that's just what they were going for. Like, this entire cycle was meant to be like it's like Crete was fucking backwater town. This is the big leagues. You guys are fucking nothing. I know you think you're hot shit because you solved the labyrinth thing.
Yeah.
But now this is where the big boys play, and we're just like, oh my god, we are out of our element here. And to that, I think they succeeded.
Yeah, this was what is it? Majora's Mask. Yeah, we just succeeded in was it Ocarina of Time?
Yeah.
Get our teeth kicked in and get reverted.
Pretty much, yeah. And I mean, I guess that worked. Now, is that fun for a extended period of time? Not really. But I guess if you go into it knowing that, and I agree with you, yeah, they do give you a bunch of abilities to turn refugees into crew, and then come to find out, hey, if we actually had a bunch of refugees, we would have gotten a lot of benefits for that. They did do a lot more checks, a lot more stuff for the game. Defectors, transition, vow, so many things that we just never even got to touch on.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll come into play later.
they either come into play later or it's a replayability for Cycle 2. I mean, fuck, still to this... I mean, I know we've only done 2 cycles. These are campaigns in and of themselves. Like this, they didn't have to make 5 cycles.
God.
Plus 4 more boxes of summer, spring, winter, and fall for the 12 Sins of Heracles.
Oh, God.
To me, I'd have to look at pictures again or read their updates. I'm pretty sure their 12 Sins of Heracles is almost like 4 core boxes.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
So...
4 core boxes?
I don't know if that's true. Like, take what I'm saying with a grain of salt.
You haven't received that yet, right?
No.
So, still waiting on Sins of Heracles.
Kingdoms Forlorn is coming out next, and then it should be 12 Sins of Heracles, which are, from my understanding, 4 not necessarily cycles.
Mm-hmm. So how was this packaged? It was packaged like you got like the first 3 cycles?
Yes. The core box is the first 3 cycles, and then that other box is cycles 4 and 5. And both cycles 4 and 5 are larger in scope.
Gotcha.
And that cycles 1 through 5 finishes out...
This kind of story we're running here.
I think...
The story of the Argo, anyway.
Because their updates are long. And I never read them, and it blows my mind still how this team is doing what they're doing.
Yeah,
I'm like, who are you guys? Like, that's almost my thinking is like, but even if it's AI, like it's too good to be AI.
Yeah.
So they are just different beasts for it. And the really awesome thing about the 2 cycles we've played is they didn't feel like rinse repeat rethemed. You know, where it's like, oh, this is cycle 1 but with a Spartan theme.
Yeah, I certainly liked the final boss significantly better. They built him up properly. The Temenos, by the time we fought him, I was fatigued.
We had seen him, I was like 4 times.
Fucking be done with him.
Yeah, his final fight was really no different. Because it was just like a big labyrinth monster that just kind of showed up and was terrifying.
Despair.
Yeah. Here, it's like, the overall Nietzschean fight was few. I think we only fought him. Actually, I can tell you how many times we fought him. It was
3 times.
It would have been this would have been the 4th. So we had fought him 3 times before. But he had such a strong narrative element to him that it was like. He wasn't one of those villains that you were like, this is a cheesy written villain. But he was also not one of those villains that you can be like, oh, I kind of see his point. But he had so much intrigue to him. And especially at the very end where it's like, hey, you're going to Delphi that has some weapon. The Eschaton is still happening there.
Yeah.
And the Nietzschean went there and something beat the shit out of him.
Yeah. And they hinted some like other universe more or less. We hear about the Pursuer, and it was apparently essentially piloted.
Right.
And apparently he himself used to be an Argonaut.
Yeah.
The Nietzschean was.
Yeah,
with
true.
Ajax.
Yeah.
So, and now we're hearing someone in the middle distance that mumbling to themselves, it is happening again.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if there's just like some big cycle that we're caught in right now. Cycles. And we're maybe these different people that jump aboard the Argo and try and move fate, and it just isn't.
I mean, there is. I wonder if we come across the Sisters of Fate in this. Isn't Attack on Titan cyclical? Isn't there something about like the tree that kind of restarts the? Okay.
Pretty close to the
I've
end.
only seen season 1, but I've kind of seen... I know kind of where it goes, but I think there's some time element to it. Watch this whole fucking cycle. It's just a rip-off of Attack on Titan. They had the...
they had
the
Eldians, essentially.
Yeah. Literally. And, unless this really just are mirroring Attack on Titan, which would be annoying, I don't mind the reference. It's like, I think it's like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like,
who's gonna play this and not go there?
No, exactly.
The way they themed it, it's like it's Titans.
Right.
It is like the same acronym, just what do you call it? A reshuffled acronym. ATO versus AOT.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh man, This is like where we see their skeleton. Like we like, you know how you can go see a DM's notes. We look at the DM's notes, and it's literally just a script of the Attack on Titan episodes.
Yeah,
it's like, what the fuck is this? Oh shit. But yeah, so there's definitely a lot more going on. And Cycle 1 kind of seems like, hey, this was the tutorial of all our systems. You understand how this works? Boom, now we're just going to add more onto that and really open up the world. Because, yeah, he had some big hand. Maybe he was compiling all that ambrosia to get more powerful to make a step. We thought he was going to do that, like, villain montage of, like, you don't know what's out there.
Oh yeah,
which he might have, and maybe.
Oh yeah, that would have been cool. Like yeah, he was fighting some, or he was building up to be
to go actually take on the true enemies.
Right.
But he was just in our way, but he never really made a compelling argument to join him.
Yeah. Well, maybe more will be reviewed.
That's true.
In the future.
That is true.
So. Yeah. No, I'm digging the story.
I am too. It's just the narrative and the way, like it's the best writing in board gaming.
Mm-hmm.
Like compared to all of our narrative-driven campaign games, the only one that I think has me as invested is Madara.
Yeah.
Like, I actually really like the Madara story.
Mm-hmm.
Icefarian Guard also had a really good narrative that I'm just going to listen to because I never want to touch that game again. But the story was really good. But here, the gameplay's phenomenal, and then the narrative is just as amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And if I had no other game, like I could live off just this game.
Yeah,
honestly, because it's like, man, do I want to replay Cycle 1? And you only just get more and more insight. Going into this one, it's like we know the narrative beats, but now we can make different decisions to try and focus on getting out. I mean, if we were allied with any of the people, we would have gotten so many benefits that final fight, but we like weren't.
Yeah, there's like two builds. You can do like the high progress, low humanity build and kind of rush your way through, which is kind of what we did.
Yeah.
Or you could like really focus on alliances.
Yeah.
Because that was always the alternative. It always offered us progress and like a loss of humanity, or more alliance.
That's
with
true.
Someone. Is usually how it would pose.
Yeah. Which I actually enjoy. I like that they don't flood you with a million options. It's kind of like this or this. Makes it a lot easier to kind of make it through. And yeah, just the nature of how we play, and for recording purposes, I always kind of want to always be making progression versus like, well, we didn't really do anything. We just walked around the entire time.
Right.
I also liked how the map in this game was kind of gatekeeped. Like, it was
that was weird.
But it felt nice because it's like we couldn't just wander off into nothing. It was like we had to stick around here until we unlocked the ability. We had to find the key to be able to breach past, and that was always tied to a story event. And it never felt like we were like, because in Cycle 1 there was that stupid machine that we found, and it was like, it's here. Oh, good, in the river
that we just came from.
Yeah, and now you need 20 progress. Oh, cool. Well, where do we get it?
Yeah, we lost a lot of time in Cycle 1.
Right. And I mean, here we made it all the way to pretty much day 60.
Yeah.
Which
3/4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is nice. Like, I guess if you're just really digging
it seems to
around.
be about when we end campaign 1. Do you remember when we stopped? I feel like we usually stop 10 to 20, 15 to 20 days before the end.
Yeah. I don't remember specifically, and I don't know if I can go back like in the app to find out how far we made it. But yeah, so I'm obviously still in love with this game, even though I had some issues with it with Cycle 2. It's nothing.
I mean, better monsters.
Pretty much
better, maybe more monsters. That'd be fucking tweet.
Yeah, and I mean, we didn't even fucking come close to beating the burden.
Yeah, no.
That
he's meant to go to Cycle 3.
And actually, and I know that he's meant to go, at least I don't know that, but it feels like that because one of the one of the combat is Burden Autopsy, and that's a cycle 3. Burden Sighting, Burden Hardest to Bear, Battle Victory.
Yeah.
So it's like you're meant to beat him in cycle 3. In the Pursuer, it's like, hey, we beat him, but did we? Because apparently he might be coming back.
Yeah.
So, extremely excited to see cycle 3. But like I said at the end of the series, we are going to pause here and pick up our next campaign with Kingdoms Forlorn, because that'll be getting delivered soon. And I just don't want that one sitting. I really want to jump into that one too. So we'll do a campaign of Kingdoms Forlorn, and then probably hop back to Aeon Trespass Odyssey. But on a scale of 1 to 10, what are you giving?
0. I hate this game. No.
Okay.
Cycle 2 specifically, right?
Yep.
Sorry, I interrupted. Oh, man.
He's just been fucking humoring me for the past 40 minutes.
This is trash. And let me tell you why.
Let me tell you why.
Love me, Poots!
Yeah, that's where you find out you were bought out by Adam Boots.
Yeah. Oh, I wish I was bought out by anybody. That's an American's dream, Seth.
Yeah, it is. You just lose your whole sense of self.
Exactly. It's like you get to the top to get bought out and to lose all morals. That's what you do. That is the goal, but you made money, and thus you succeeded.
Integrity out the window.
Exactly. That's right.
Yeah.
But anyway, yes, scale 1 to 10. Yes. Let's give it... Great. We had a good time. Didn't like the monsters, though, so I can't give it a 10. They were okay. Story was great.
Story was great.
I'm going to give it 8.5.
8.5?
Yeah.
So that's Cycle 2 specifically. I'm assuming the game is still a 10.
Oh, yeah. No, 10's great. Yeah.
Yeah. So I...
But the feel of the cycle, I'll give it an 8.5. Yeah,
I think I would agree with you, actually. I think I'm going to go a little bit lower, like at an 8.
8?
For the cycle. And that's for a couple reasons. One, the monsters, just because we only fought one the entire time, which I know is our fault. We made that decision. But it's like, one of them sucks so much. But everything else was fantastic. Hell, even the final fight, because I was like... Because it split it up where you had 2 different teams, which was really neat. I kind of wish they did a little bit more with that. Where, like, 4A was, like, one fight, and then 4B was the other one. But even then, I like the fact that it had these tracks.
No, that's something I did want to mention, is that I really like how they did the final fight.
Yeah.
I like the staggering, this turn, this happens,
yes.
the edge track versus the time track. So, he gets an upper hand, we're getting the upper hand. It's just really cool. I like that. It keeps you, like, kind of in a cinematic mode for the fight.
Yeah. I mean, hell, even the one where if you have 0 humanity, it's just like, hey, you can still choose to fight. You should. It's awesome and epic.
Like, fuck no, I worked hard for this shit.
I had to cheat to get 0 humanity. Yeah, the way it actually ran was awesome. And because this entire cycle, when we fought him and we were actually able to basically get past his 1s and 2s, and the first 3 I drew and saw 17, I was like, ha! Okay! Fuck this cycle. That's impossible. And I think we tried to fight him. I think we had a build in such a way, if the end was on the Game Changer, that it's like, best possible roll.
Yes.
We could wound a 3. But it literally just had to be...
You had to have like 6 break tokens.
Yes.
It had to be the best absolute roll.
Yes. And
with a Game Changer specifically.
Yes. Because it had to be 2 whites. Let's see, what was it? It was 2 whites.
The black from him.
The
and
black.
Then the additional red.
An additional red would have been that. And on top of, I think it's just 2. So yeah, that would have been... You needed 8 breaks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, plus 1, 17. So that, the Game Changer could theoretically, if someone set up 8 break... Oh, we needed your overbreak from your logic breaker at the time to set that up.
One thing he was good at... Well, actually terrible at doing, because I could never fucking... I was always just flush.
Right, but it's like, there was technically a way to do it, and I'm very curious what would have happened if we actually had defeated him ahead of time.
Yeah. Yeah, the first fucking fight of the campaign.
Yeah,
kick his ass.
Oh, we just came from Crete, so I think we're gonna beat him.
He was like, "Are you sure? Were you running him correctly?"
Maybe you should go back and read the combo breaker rules.
Fuck no, I won. Fuck you, game. End of cycle 2.
Yeah, all right. On to cycle 3, just completely lost. I have no idea what's going on. Yeah, it is possible, but it's like, man, would it have done a Temenos thing where it's just like, oh, now something happens where it's like he's now more powerful?
Kind of curious. There's no way, but
I mean, he doesn't have another. I mean, he had the "What Are You" fight, but he didn't have like any extra rules that we had to check if we had beaten him ahead of time. It'd be funny.
I mean, it was literally impossible.
It
the
really,
first fight, but
the very first fight.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
no,
no.
I meant like later on in the campaign when you fight him, like the third time.
There was that one time we could have, quite
Yes.
possibly.
But it was like a shit roll, and it was definitely getting frustrating because it's like, what are they gonna do? Like, is something gonna happen? And you know what? They did not do what we thought. I thought it was gonna be some arbitrary. Oh, the Allied forces weaken him, and now his cycle 3s are -3 or something, -4. And I actually really like the way they went about it with the weak spot. Now, I don't like the fact that it's like, what the fuck is the flaw?
I mean,
it was hard to figure out what it even meant. I had to Google it. But thematically, it's like this entire cycle was about alliances and teamwork. And to bring him down, you had to use teamwork. I'm like, I'm the heavy, I have the best weapon. I can generate the most power to now let you get the final shot. And I think that's badass. I think I like that a lot more, where it still made you work for it. Like, this whole cycle made you work for it, and it paid off. Funny enough. And you were the one who did it. With my weapon that I worked for, worked the entire cycle to get.
Hey, I made one too.
No, I mean they're the transform weapons are also really neat. That was something that was new. Was the transforming weapons? Those were awesome. It made me feel very Bloodborne-esque. But yes, so scale it's an 8 for me because we had no way to mitigate damage, and the things you fight the entire time were not great, but the overall game is still an absolute 10, and I cannot wait to see what Cycle 3 has. And 4 more. Kingdom of Forlorn is going to take a long time too.
Yeah.
But, alright. You got anything else?
That's it, man!
Alright. Well, that is our thoughts on the Abysswatchers cycle for Aeon Trespass Odyssey. Let us know what you think of the cycle in the comments below. Stick around for Kingdoms Forlorn whenever that comes up. Keep an eye out for that, and then after that we will be right back into it. But yeah, hope you're enjoying. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you.